welcome back to my channel. It is Mariah, your Dairy State vegan, and in the Dairy State, one of the things we take very seriously is Sunday football. So the Packers are playing the Bills today, and I'm gonna whip up some really tasty but easy vegan snacks for all of us to eat during our game day. Fun fact, it's also a really important game day for the Brewers today, so we're getting like 2 good games in one day. So I'm gonna show you everything you need to make these super easy appetizers, and then we'll get right into cooking. All right, so we are making 3 different simple appetizers. The first one is gonna be picked in a blanket. These take the least amount of ingredients. So we are gonna use our Light Life hot dogs, Pillsbury crescent rolls. These are an accidentally vegan food if you didn't know, and our everything but the bagel seasoning. Our next appetizer, we're gonna make a buffalo chicken dip. So Aldi has this cream cheese style spread, so we're gonna use 2 containers of this cream cheese, some vegan mayonnaise, chicken wing sauce. This is actually from the Dollar Tree, really good and vegan. And then some of the So Delicious shreds. And this is optional, but if you like to have chicken in your buffalo dip, we use the Beyond Meat strips, and that's what's gonna go in there along with some seasonings, but that's all up to taste and up to you. So you can do this however you want. And then the last thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna do little mini phyllo taco cups. So this, you're gonna want these mini phyllo shells. You can buy the phyllo dough and make the shells yourself, but I wanted today to be as simple as possible so I can eat some good food and enjoy the game. And then you're gonna want some refried beans, the Light Life Smart Grounds. You can get these Mexican style, those are really good too if you find them, but otherwise just pick up some taco seasoning. I'll get that later, it's fine. And then to top it, just some shredded lettuce, vegan sour cream, and some fresh pico de gallo. So let's get cooking. All right, let's get this party started. We're gonna start with our buffalo chicken dip because it is the one that takes the longest to cook in the oven. So while this is cooking and getting hot and bubbly and gooey in the oven, I can make the other 2 appetizers. So we're gonna do 2 parts of vegan cream cheese to 1 part vegan mayo. So I'm using 2 8-ounce containers of the vegan cream cheese. Try not to drop yours on the counter like I did. Thankfully it didn't hit the floor, so it was all good and we still got to use it in our dip. And then I just kind of eyeball the mayonnaise. If you wanted to measure it into one of the empty cream cheese containers to make sure you had 2 to 1 perfectly, that's fine too, but I just eyeball. Then we did a 1/4 cup of our buffalo sauce. You can add more if you like it spicier. I keep it a little mild for the hubs and the kiddo. Then just a pinch of salt, a couple dashes of black pepper, and then we're also gonna add some onion powder and garlic powder. This is totally optional. I just like the little extra kick. And then we used about half a container of the So Delicious shreds and about half of a bag of the Beyond chicken strips. I put these right in here frozen because they're gonna bake up in the oven anyways. No need to take the extra step to pan fry them. Then I'm just gonna put my lid on my food processor, and I've got the Ninja, so I can literally just hit the dip setting and it does all the work for me, like magic. So once the food processor has done its job, I'm gonna take out a square Pyrex pan and I'm gonna grease it, and then always taste your dip and make sure the spice levels are on point. This is the point where you can add extra salt, you can add a little extra cream cheese if you need, but once it's baked, you kind of are at the point of no return. And the blade was a little tricky to get out, so I scooped out around it before I took it out. Please be careful when using a food processor, those blades are extremely sharp. So we're just gonna spread it out evenly in my little pan, and then I'm gonna top it with some extra buffalo sauce and some extra cheese because that's how we roll here in Wisconsin. Don't tell anyone it's vegan cheese, they'll never even know. Fun fact, we beat the Buffalo Bills while eating buffalo chicken dip, so I think this might be my lucky buffalo chicken dip even. So we're gonna pop that in the oven at 350 just until it's bubbly and hot and a little caramelized on the top, And in the meantime, let's get moving on to our pigs in a blanket. So we're gonna pop open our can of Pillsbury crescent rolls. Not all crescent rolls that you can buy are vegan. Pillsbury specifically are, so make sure you read labels. Most of the generic ones are not. And then usually I would like do this on a floured surface, but I was trying to hurry up and get snacks ready for the game and make as little mess as possible. So I just unrolled it onto some parchment paper on the pan they were gonna bake on. And then you take your Light Life hot dogs and you're gonna roll them into these crescent rolls. Now you can leave these full size too, by the way, if you wanted to do them as like a lunch, but I think they're so cute the way we're gonna make them. So you just place it at the end and you roll it all the way up, nice and cozy in that little crescent roll blankie. And then we're just gonna slice them into 4 parts. You can slice them bigger or smaller. I just thought these were the perfect poppable size. I am so clumsy today, you guys. I almost dropped that. I threw the cream cheese. I dropped the taco dip. It's crazy. So here we have them all cut up, and then I love to add my Trader Joe's everything but the bagel seasoning to the top of them. It adds such a yummy flavor. And we're gonna pop these babies into the oven at 350 for about 15 minutes. And while everything's in the oven, we're gonna make our filling for our mini phyllo taco cups. So I'm taking my Light Life crumbles and then about a 1/4 cup of water. About half the can of refried beans are gonna go in here too. And then just our taco seasoning. And we're gonna cook these till it's pretty warm. These are not going in the oven, and this is the hot component of your appetizer. So make sure you cook it till it's hot. Once I get the seasoning in, I just kind of mash everything together to make sure it's well incorporated. And then once it's hot, we're gonna fill our little cups. This is probably the most tedious appetizer of all of them, but they turn out so cute, it's so worth it. So put your beef and bean mixture in each of the little cups, and then you're gonna follow suit with topping them with your cheese, just some shreds. You could also add these shreds into the taco mixture and melt them, but I just think it looks so cute with the little shredded cheese on top. I mean, let's be honest, these are essentially just nacho cups, so you could just make this nachos, but this is way more impressive for your friends. All right, after the cheese, we're gonna go shredded lettuce. I do buy my lettuce shredded for this because, like I said, I wanted to make quick game day snacks. I didn't wanna do a lot of prep. So we have all the lettuce on top, and then I'm gonna top with sour cream, just a little dollop on each of them. And oh my gosh, you guys, look how cute these are. And then I serve the pico de gallo on the side because not everyone likes tomatoes in my house. And here you have my game day spread. So I hope you like this video, guys. Please give it a big thumbs up and comment below on what other appetizers you'd like to see me make. I would love to hear if you made these for your family for game day. In the meantime, make sure you hit that subscribe button and notification button for more game day treats.